Oh, buckle up, because what just leaked makes the Tristan Thompson cheating saga look like Sunday brunch. I'm talking about Floyd "Money" Mayweather dropping a hotel footage bomb so nuclear, it just might have ended T.I. and Tiny's marriage for good. The same T.I. who's been rapping about loyalty since flip phones was out here getting hit with a betrayal that belongs in an HBO special. And Tiny? She's not hiding, not denying. She's breaking her silence in a way that has social media foaming at the mouth like it just bit into a spicy Popeye sandwich. Now, imagine scrolling your feed and suddenly, boom, there's Floyd Mayweather, grinning like the cat that ate the canary, and a clip surfaces showing more tension than a Real Housewives reunion. Fans are screaming, "Not again!" while the internet detectives are zooming in, frame by frame, like it's the Zapruder film. The tea? It's boiling. The receipts? Leaked. The fallout? Catastrophic. Because this isn't just another messy celebrity moment, this is T.I. versus Mayweather, the sequel nobody asked for but everyone's watching. Welcome to the scandal that's making the Kardashians look like choir practice. This is Vibe Crave. The internet woke up, scrolled through its feed, and saw what looked like a casual hotel clip, until they realized the man in the background was none other than T.I., and the one grinning behind the camera, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, that's the kind of good morning that ruins breakfast, marriages, and PR deals all at once. Let's rewind this circus for a second. We're talking about two men who've been circling each other for years, like heavyweight drama kings. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, undefeated in the ring, undefeated in pettiness, and Clifford T.I. Harris, rapper, reality TV dad, and part-time philosopher of bad decisions. Their beef dates back to the early 2010s when rumors started swirling that Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife, the first lady of the Harris Empire, had gotten just a little too friendly with the boxing champ. The photos, the whispers, the shade, it was all there. But like every celebrity couple trying to keep the brand alive, they brushed it off with a "we good" statement that fooled absolutely no one. Fast forward to now. Out of nowhere, footage leaks. Grainy, chaotic, and messy enough to make TMZ's servers crash. It's allegedly from Floyd's private hotel suite, and though nothing explicitly scandalous happens, the vibe is enough to make anyone clutch their pearls. Tiny appears in the clip, dressed casually, laughing, sipping something expensive and clearly too comfortable. And Mayweather? He's playing the camera like it's Showtime pay-per-view. Fans didn't even need context. Within minutes, hashtags like Tiny vs T.I., Mayweather hotel leak, and Money Ain't Everything started trending faster than you could say, "It's complicated." The internet detectives had their magnifying glasses out, and TikTok became a 24-hour forensic lab. Frame by frame, angle by angle, they analyzed every smile, every background sound, even the shape of the hotel lamps trying to match them to Mayweather's Vegas penthouse. The reactions? Oh, they were chef's kiss levels of chaos. One fan tweeted, "Tiny laughing like she just won the lottery while T.I. somewhere writing a diss track in lowercase letters." Another posted, "Floyd really said, 'Money can't buy happiness,' and then bought T.I.'s. But before anyone could breathe, Tiny herself, the usually soft-spoken, media-trained queen, hopped on Instagram Live. No filters, no glam squad, just raw emotion and perfectly timed tears. "Y'all think y'all know everything," she started, voice cracking just enough to make the audience lean in. But the truth is, some people can't stand to see other people move on in peace. Boom. One line. The internet erupted like it just witnessed the finale of a telenovela. Because let's be honest, Tiny's move-on statement hit harder than a Floyd right hook. Was she hinting at separation? Was this confirmation that she had moved on? With him? You could practically hear the Zeus Network producers calling her manager to sign the rights for Tiny the Untold Hotel tapes. Meanwhile, T.I. stayed quiet. Too quiet. The man who once gave sermons about family values on podcasts suddenly went ghost mode. His socials? Silent. His PR team? Probably crying in their cubicles. But that silence only fueled the drama. Because if there's one thing fans love more than a scandal, it's a celebrity pretending they're not in one. Blogs began resurfacing old interviews, clips, and unnoticed moments. Suddenly, that one time Tiny hesitated when asked about Floyd on The Real became proof. That awkward red carpet moment when T.I. dodged a kiss? Confirmation. Even a blurry photo of a watch. Yes, a watch became evidence that Tiny had been spending time with Mayweather again. Internet CSI was working overtime. Then came the curveball, insiders. Those mysterious, anonymous sources close to the situation who somehow always know everything. started whispering that this footage wasn't new at all. Some said it was recorded years ago, before Tiny and T.I. had reconciled. Others claimed it was filmed recently, just weeks before the family's public appearance at a charity event. Either way, the damage was done. The Harris household was trending for all the wrong reasons. By mid-afternoon, Floyd Mayweather himself couldn't resist. Because if you know Floyd, you know subtlety isn't part of his vocabulary. He posted a photo. Crisp, high definition, captioned only, "Ain't nothing fake about footage." Boom. One line, millions of reactions. The internet exploded like he just announced a fight card for the Real Husbands of Atlanta. T.I.'s fans went ballistic. His loyal crew of Tip believers flooded comment sections defending him, saying Floyd was just chasing attention. One fan wrote, "Floyd may have money, but Tip got morals." Another replied, "Yeah, morals that clearly went missing since 2014. It was digital warfare." Tiny's name became the eye of the storm. Think Beyonce Lemonade energy, but messier. People started pulling up lyrics from T.I.'s songs. "You can have whatever you like," and quoting them with captions like, "Guess Floyd took that personally." Memes popped up showing Mayweather holding a hotel keycard next to T.I.'s family photo. Even celebrities chimed in subtly. 50 Cent, of course, couldn't resist posting a clown emoji with the caption, "When you box but still lose at home." Classic 50. At this point, the story had officially entered reality TV legend territory. It wasn't just about infidelity rumors, it was about ego, reputation, and the one thing both men care about most: public image. Because if there's one thing worse than losing a fight in the ring, it's losing a battle on the internet. Behind the glitz, though, the emotional toll was showing. Tiny looked worn out in her next post, a cryptic message reading, "Some people don't deserve your loyalty. Protect your peace." T.I. finally reappeared days later, not with words, but with a studio video. Yup. When emotions fail, rappers drop bars. The snippet featured him rapping about snakes in Versace rooms and friends who record instead of fight. Fans didn't need a genius to decode that. The narrative had flipped. Suddenly, people weren't just gossiping. They were taking sides. Team Tiny, Team T.I., Team Mayweather. And while the world was picking their fighter, every blog, podcast, and gossip page was eating good. This was the type of scandal you don't just cover, you live stream. But here's where it got even messier. New audio surfaced. Allegedly, Mayweather bragging at a private party, saying, "Some folks need to learn not to play with money." The clip was short, but explosive enough to make people believe the hotel video was no accident. Floyd had receipts, and he wanted the world to see them. By the end of the day, the narrative wasn't just about cheating, it was about revenge. Floyd versus T.I. wasn't a boxing rivalry anymore. It was a personal war, played out in public. Tiny? She was caught in the middle, her every facial expression turned into a meme, her every silence dissected like it held national secrets. And that's where things took a turn from shocking to downright cinematic. Because right as people thought they'd seen it all, another account, allegedly connected to Floyd's entourage, teased that there was more footage. Part 2, dropping soon, it read. The internet froze. If the first clip had already shattered T.I.'s image, what could be in the second? Was it just another angle or something more incriminating? And if Floyd was really orchestrating this leak, what was his endgame? The lines between reality, revenge, and pure chaos blurred faster than a TMZ refresh. And as fans waited for the second drop, Tiny's words echoed like a drumbeat. Some people can't stand to see others move on in peace. Peace? Oh no, baby. The war had just begun. The second Floyd Mayweather leak hit the internet like an asteroid aimed directly at the Harris household. And this time, it wasn't grainy or mysterious. It was crystal clear, like Floyd paid a 4K production team just to ruin T.I.'s day. The man didn't even drop a boxing promo this clean. The clip opens with laughter, background chatter, and a voice that sounds suspiciously like Tiny saying, "You always know how to make people smile." The internet collectively gasped so loud it probably registered on the Richter scale. You could practically hear social media catching fire. Within minutes, TikTok was flooded with edits, slow zoom-ins, dramatic violin music, even fake subtitles that made the scene look like a scene from Love and Hip Hop, Vegas edition. Twitter, or X, depending on which billionaire meltdown you follow, exploded with T.I. vs. Floyd Round 2 memes. One viral post said, Floyd don't box for belts anymore, he boxes for broken homes. Another captioned the video with, "Not the Mayweather marriage massacre." This wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a global event. Entertainment blogs across every time zone had headlines ready before breakfast. Mayweather strikes again, Tiny's laugh echoes through the internet. Even gossip legends like Wendy Williams' protégés came crawling out of the woodwork, analyzing every syllable Tiny uttered like it was a legal deposition. But here's where it gets delicious. The real twist wasn't even in the footage, it was in the reactions. Because while the internet roasted T.I. mercilessly, other celebrities started picking sides. 50 Cent, who lives for mess like this, dropped another grenade. A photoshopped poster that read, "Mayweather versus Harris, the only fight that matters." The caption? "Pay-per-view soon. Tiny doing commentary." Internet meltdown achieved. Then came Cat Williams, sliding into the mix like a chaos ambassador. During his comedy set in Atlanta, he dropped a line so slick the audience screamed, "When you fight Floyd, you don't get knocked out. You just get logged out." Boom. Viral again. The man doesn't miss. Meanwhile, Tiny's inner circle started leaking too. Anonymous insiders told outlets that Tiny had been emotionally checked out for months, that T.I.'s ego made things worse, and that Floyd's been a shoulder to cry on. And maybe more. Translation: this wasn't just a rumor. This was an emotional scandal. Cinematic universe, and you know T.I. The man's allergic to embarrassment. He came back online, live streaming from his home studio with that trademark righteous anger. "You can't break what God built," he said, voice trembling but proud. But fans weren't buying it. One top comment read, "Bro, God didn't build that hotel room." The savagery was biblical. As if things couldn't spiral any further, screenshots leaked of Tiny allegedly texting a friend saying, "I'm done protecting people who don't protect me." Boom. The breakup energy was real. Every gossip site posted the same blurry screenshots with the headline, "Tiny finally snaps, no more Mrs. Harris." At this point, public sympathy flipped like a pancake. The narrative shifted from Tiny betrayed T.I. to Tiny finally escaped. T.I. fans began calling her the Southern Beyoncé, while others dubbed Floyd the petty prophet. A fan tweet that went viral read, "Jay-Z had Becky with the good hair, T.I. got Floyd with the good fade." You can't make this up, but Floyd? Oh, Floyd was living for it. He started teasing merch. Actual t-shirts that said "Money over marriage" and "Ain't nothing fake about footage." Within hours, they sold out. The man turned infidelity into a brand collab. And to make it worse, he reposted fan edits of the footage with "Bad blood, good business" as the caption. Meanwhile, the Harris family was crumbling in slow motion. Tiny reportedly moved out temporarily, and paparazzi caught her looking unbothered, sipping a green juice while wearing a Self-Love Club hoodie. Fans called it the softest revenge ever. T.I., on the other hand, was spotted driving alone, windows up, blasting Marvin Gaye like he was in a Lifetime movie. Podcasts dissected every angle. The Shade Room Uncut hosted a 3-hour Floyd vs. T.I. special, bringing in psychologists, PR experts, and ex-reality stars to analyze why men like Mayweather expose receipts instead of emotions. One commentator summed it up perfectly. Floyd's punching with pixels now. And then, plot twist number 3. A random Instagram page posted an old photo of Floyd and Tiny from 2014, claiming it was the same outfit Tiny wore in the leaked video. Suddenly, timelines exploded again. Was the footage actually old? Had Floyd been sitting on it for a decade, waiting for the perfect moment to strike? The theory made sense in the most toxic way possible. Some said he waited until T.I.'s public image softened, the Family Man era, the dad podcast phase, just to pull the rug out from under him. Fans called it the Mayweather method. The idea that he was sitting on this footage like a secret weapon made people's jaws drop. "This man got revenge with a 10-year data plan," one commenter said. In one night, Floyd Mayweather wasn't just a boxer anymore. He was the villain turned producer of a real-life reality show. And let's be real, he played it better than Zeus Network ever could. Even mainstream outlets jumped in. Entertainment Tonight aired a segment calling it one of the most viral celebrity implosions of the decade. CNN Entertainment labeled it a modern PR tragedy. And social media? It crowned Floyd Petty King 2025. Tiny tried to reclaim her narrative with another live. She looked tired but composed. "I've been through storms before," she said. "This one? It's just louder. Classy, poetic, and the perfect shade." Fans flooded her comments with hearts, calling her Tiny the Titan. But the real damage hit when a remix dropped on TikTok. Floyd's laugh from the video turned into a beat, layered under T.I.'s Whatever You Like. The internet has no chill. Within 24 hours, the remix had millions of plays and became the unofficial anthem of the scandal. Even DJs started spinning it in clubs. Every time that laugh hit, the crowd screamed, "Mayweather!" At this point, the chaos had gone international. UK tabloids jumped in, calling it America's most entertaining meltdown. Bloggers in Brazil were translating every update. The scandal had gone global, and T.I.'s pain had become a punchline. But what made it all worse? Floyd wasn't done. He went live on Instagram, wearing sunglasses indoors, smirking, sipping champagne. When a fan commented, "You wrong for that footage?" Floyd just smiled and said, "Ain't nothing wrong with showing the truth." Boom. That single line turned into a meme. People were posting it over clips of their exes, bad bosses, even politicians. The man weaponized transparency. By now, T.I. wasn't just fighting for his marriage, he was fighting for his legacy. Because once the internet labels you a clown, good luck getting your crown back. Every clip of him giving relationship advice was suddenly flooded with laughing emojis. Every podcast clip resurfaced just to mock him. Floyd had destroyed more than a marriage. He'd dismantled an image. And Tiny? Whether she planned it or not, she came out of this mess glowing. Her music streams doubled, her follower count skyrocketed, and brands started emailing her about resilience campaigns. It's wild, isn't it? A single leak turned into a full-blown PR war, and everyone picked their fighter. But the real question remained, why now? What made Floyd drop the footage after all these years? Was it a grudge, a flex, or something deeper? Maybe a warning to others who've crossed him? Because when Floyd Mayweather decides to teach a lesson, he doesn't use words. He uses Wi-Fi, and the message was loud and clear. In the fight between money, loyalty, and ego, there's always a loser. By the time the dust started to settle, you'd think this chaos would finally cool off. But no, this wasn't a scandal anymore. It had mutated into a full-blown cultural event. The internet didn't just sip the tea, it built an entire Starbucks around it. T.I., the man once hailed as the Southern king of swagger and wisdom, had gone from rap royalty to the main character in a meme war. His fans tried to defend him, sure, but every time he posted something motivational, people flooded the comments with boxing glove emojis. One even said, "You can't spell loyalty without L, bro." Brutal. Meanwhile, Tiny Harris was walking through the wreckage like a woman who just realized peace looks better than pride. She was glowing in new paparazzi shots. Designer shades, soft smile, no ring. Rumor had it she'd moved into her own spot in Buckhead, while T.I. stayed holed up in his studio, dropping cryptic bars that screamed heartbreak and bruised ego. One verse from his unreleased track went viral before the song even dropped. They say the truth hurt, but lies kill slow, ain't no Mayweather that can duck this blow. The internet lost its mind. Fans were like, "Oh, so we dropping diss tracks now?" Within hours, people started cutting the verse over old Mayweather fight footage, syncing each punch to every bar. It looked like a trailer for Creed IV: Marital Warfare. But hold up, because just when the world thought Floyd had finished his villain arc, he hit a plot twist no one saw coming. He appeared at a charity event, all smiles, handing out checks like Santa with a grudge. When a reporter asked him about T.I. and Tiny, he smirked and said, "Ain't no beef, just business." That single quote, boom, trended for days. Because let's be real, Floyd doesn't do no beef. He is the beef. This wasn't about Tiny anymore. This was about ego warfare, about who could dominate headlines longer. T.I. started making calculated moves, reshaping his image with motivational posts about forgiveness and strength. He posted Bible quotes over photos of boxing gloves, captioned, "You can't fight shadows when you walk in the light." Deep, right? But the internet wasn't forgiving. Not yet. Podcasters broke down his rebranding era like a political campaign. One gossip host said, "T.I. trying to turn this scandal into a sermon." Another replied, "Bro, at this point, the only pulpit he's getting is on Twitter Spaces." Meanwhile, Tiny was low-key winning. She dropped a surprise single, Peace Over Problems, and within hours, it hit the top of Apple R&B charts. The song's opening line? "You can't box love, baby, it don't got rounds." Tell me that's not shade dipped in honey. Fans labeled it a soft diss track, and the streaming numbers exploded. She went from rapper's wife to independent queen reclaiming her crown. The glow-up was poetic, and just when people thought things couldn't get pettier, 50 Cent, because of course 50, dropped an Instagram reel parodying the entire situation. He reenacted Floyd's hotel footage leak using a green screen and a cardboard cutout of T.I. The caption? New BMF crossover idea? Even Floyd commented with laughing emojis. The internet had no mercy. But behind the memes, a deeper conversation started bubbling. Fans began questioning why men like Floyd and T.I. felt the need to publicly humiliate women, or each other, for clout. Think pieces flooded Medium and Twitter threads. Toxic masculinity, the new celebrity currency. Everyone had an opinion, and for once, it wasn't just about who cheated on who. It was about power, ego, and the modern circus of celebrity revenge. T.I. tried to flip the narrative again, this time by appearing on a podcast to set the record straight. He sat down, looking exhausted but defiant, saying, "Man, I ain't perfect." Never claimed to be. But I'll tell you this. Don't believe every clip you see. Some people build illusions for attention. The internet paused. Was he implying Floyd fabricated the video? The clip spread instantly, and within hours, Floyd responded on his Instagram story. A simple video of him laughing, again, holding a phone that played the same hotel footage. Caption: "Illusions look good in HD." The man's pettiness could power a small country. At this point, public sympathy was fractured. Half of the audience saw T.I. as a man trying to reclaim dignity. The other half thought he was spiraling into damage control. Tiny stayed silent, which ironically made her more powerful. Silence was her weapon, and she wielded it better than a PR team ever could. Weeks later, T.I. dropped a short film titled The Fall of a King. It was supposed to be artistic, black and white visuals, poetic voiceovers, metaphors about fame and betrayal, but fans instantly roasted it. "This ain't art, it's therapy," one commenter said. "Somebody check on Tip. He directing Heartbreak now." But amid all the mockery, there was something undeniably raw about it. You could see a man realizing the empire he built on bravado was cracking under the weight of public opinion. He wasn't fighting Floyd anymore. He was fighting the reflection in the mirror. Meanwhile, Floyd kept thriving. Undefeated in drama, undefeated in self-promotion. He teased a tell-all documentary, Money Talks, the truth behind the footage. And you already know every streaming platform was fighting for the rights. T.I.'s lawyers allegedly sent cease and desist letters. But come on, Floyd's the kind of guy who'd frame that letter and hang it in his gym. By this point, the story had transcended gossip. It was pop culture history. You couldn't scroll without seeing memes, fan edits, Tiny's healing era TikToks, or AI parodies with T.I. boxing a hologram of Floyd. The chaos became content, and the content became culture. But deep down, beneath the sarcasm and hashtags, there was a tragic beauty to it. Two men so obsessed with image that they turned their personal pain into performance art. A woman who quietly reclaimed her voice in a world that mocked her heartbreak. It wasn't just a scandal. It was a modern Greek tragedy wrapped in designer drama. By the end of it, T.I. finally posted something that broke through the noise. A simple black square with the caption, "Sometimes losing your pride saves your soul." No comments, no hashtags, no ego, just reflection. For the first time, the internet stopped laughing. Maybe, just maybe, the man had learned something. And Tiny? She kept moving forward. New music, new partnerships, new peace. When asked in a red carpet interview if she and T.I. might reconcile, she smiled and said, "Love don't die, but sometimes it needs a break." Smooth. Classy. Devastating. As for Floyd, he didn't change a thing. He's still out here, grinning like the final boss of drama, reminding everyone that in his world, money might not buy happiness. But it can definitely buy headlines. And with that, the curtain closed on one of Hollywood's wildest, pettiest, most entertaining sagas. A modern love story turned war zone. No winners, no losers, just lessons, clout, and chaos. Because in the world of fame, loyalty is currency, attention is gold, and revenge? That's the luxury item everybody wants, but only Floyd can afford. And there you have it, the digital knockout that made the internet forget about everything else for a week straight. Floyd Mayweather didn't just drop a clip, he dropped a career. T.I. tried to fight back with bars, Tiny fought back with peace, and the rest of us? We just sat here with popcorn, refreshing timelines like it was the Super Bowl of scandals. But let's keep it real. This isn't over. In Hollywood, the truth doesn't die. It just goes viral again next month. Maybe Floyd's got another clip locked in a vault somewhere. Maybe Tiny's penning a tell-all. Or maybe T.I. is already recording Redemption, Vol. 2. One thing's for sure, when money, love, and ego collide, there's always another round. So before you scroll away, do the real MVP move. Smash that like button like it owes you money, slap that subscribe bell like Floyd slapped T.I.'s peace of mind, and drop your wildest theory in the comments. Because I'm reading every one of them like court documents. Was this revenge? A setup? Or the ultimate marketing stunt for Floyd's next documentary? You tell me, because over here on Vibe Crave, we don't just spill tea. We spill the whole pot, mop it up with receipts, and serve it back iced. Every week, we're diving into the chaos behind the calm, the scandals behind the smiles, and the truth behind the timelines. Stay tuned, because in this game, loyalty expires faster than a PR apology. And trust me, the next bombshell? It's already loading. This is Vibe Crave, where secrets scream louder than statements.